Since wasn't creating simple. My name is Yasmin, aka Sunfire. How y'all doing? I hope you all are doing well. Those of you new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you who are returning back, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you like, hit that like button. If you would like to join the family, hit that subscribe button. Um, I've been sitting here calming down from that last reading. I really get sentimental when it comes to divine feminines and divine masculines not operating out of their divine energy. Give me 1 second. 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back, y'all. My bad. Um, as I was digressing from the last reading, the Most High wanted to talk about something. Well, I guess he was listening to a conversation. Okay. And he's been sitting over here telling me about it. He's like, go live, go live. We're gonna go live with it. Okay. We just gonna go live with it. This is pertaining to that last part of that reading that I just did about a boss blackmailing a divine masculine for sex. Okay. She was told to keep up. That's who I was talking to, evidently. When I kept saying somebody's in a divine masculine ear, it's this boss. Okay. So, apparently, this boss was told to be quiet, to keep her mouth all divine feminine. I think I did that reading the other day. I forget which one it was. She was told to keep her mouth off divine feminine, but apparently she didn't listen. Okay, so the Most High is now finna spill her tea, clock her tea. Okay, yeah, clock her tea. Thank you. um, this boss has some type of sexual relation with a female white co-worker. I feel like everybody in the office knows that these two are a pair. Okay, but what this female white co-worker don't know is she's been blackmailing this divine masculine for sex, and she don't know that this boss has an addiction, a drug addiction. That she's a pill head, pill popper. Okay, and a lot of cases got turned over because of this boss. Okay, because some of these people supply her habit. Oh, this boss, we got past traumas. She has never healed from her past traumas. Okay, and she do too much. All right. Um, with you tell others too much about yourself all at once, sit back and listen more. It's not so much as listen, her telling so much about herself. She don't tell nobody shit about herself. Nobody knows this about her. Okay, it's more so that she was so busy in divine feminines, running her mouth on divine feminine too much. Okay, so the Most High is like, this is why her tea is getting clogged. Okay, she's got past traumas, childhood traumas that she's never healed or released or learned how to let go, and she's envious of divine feminine because that's what she promotes. Okay, that's what she's about. Okay, this karmic feels unlovable, and she don't believe in love. Okay, she's just using whoever this coworker is she's in a relationship with. Um, just using her basically, to feel like to put up an appearance. That's what I'm hearing. Um, but she don't believe in love. which is why she's doing what she's doing to this divine masculine, you know, blackmailing him and shit. Because for him, love is the answer. He knows that. Excuse me, confirmation. For him, love is the answer. He knows that. But for the simple fact, his job keeps pulling him away. She keeps putting him on cases that she don't plan to even bring justice to. Peace and blessings. How you doing? She don't even plan to bring justice to these cases. Every case he ever worked, she turns them over with untrue stories. So I'm saying she changes the stories, the narratives around where these people are able to walk. I feel like this divine master has brought some people to justice, and they walked, they went in and out just like that and nothing else. Okay, and that's because this boss been doing this. All right, because some of these people are connected to her supplier. All right, she feels unlovable. She refused to practice self-love on herself, so she feeds off others. She feeds off others. But the Most High told you to keep your mouth out, divine feminine. You know? But since you didn't want to listen, since you didn't think God was listening to you talk shit about her, and wasn't going to clock your teeth when you did it, you know what I'm saying? Here your shit coming out. You a pill head. You obsessed with milking energy off of others. You're a succubus. Jezebel. Oh, Lord. Damn. You're a succubus Jezebel. You're raping this divine masculine, blackmailing him, all because you despise love. Okay? You're dating a white woman who you don't love. You tell her you love her, but you're lying, which is why she's been feeling lonely in y'all's relationship. Because you don't believe in love. You don't believe in love from the day you was raped when you was a child by your own fucking father. That's why you don't believe in love. That's why you date women. Because your father raped you. And now here you is trying to rape a divine masculine and blackmail him the same way your dad did you. Peace and blessings. You gonna do what to me, Rain? Is that a threat? Let me guess, that's Grace. She's threatening to kill me. Gonna kill me, bitch. You've already tried and failed. You've already tried and failed. Anyway, but you're like that because your father raped you. Your father did things unimaginable to you when you was a kid. What all did this father do to her? He took the shit to his grave, for one. Your father took this shit to his grave. Oh, you never got justice for your rape. And he took his heart to hell with him. Oh. And you never learned to set healthy boundaries after that. You're corrupt. You walk around with this smug look on your face, with this I'm natural pro-black woman, but you're really a fake ass, immature ass, wounded, scarred, bitter, depleted ass, hungry, money hungry, pill popping succubus. Huh. And your daddy took the truth and your heart with him to his grave. You used to be on the streets too when you was a teenager. Oh shit, that's what you don't want nobody to know. That you was on the streets. Prostitute. Don't nobody know that. When you was a teenager, you prostituted yourself out. That's what your dad did. Oh, that's what her dad did. These are the traumas she ain't never healed. Her dad prostituted her out. And nobody knows that. These secrets went to your dad's grave and you ain't never, you helped unalive your father. What the fuck did I just hear? You unalived your own fucking father, and you've been lying all this time. Untrue stories. You tell yourself bad things. Yeah, you be telling people. You don't tell people the bad things that happen to you. Instead, you change your own story around like you had this good upbringing. Oh, you could have even done something to erase your name. You changed your fucking name. She changed her name. So Grace is the name her father gave her. No wonder you used to get so mad. Oh, that makes sense now. That makes sense. The Most High was telling me how you was attacking the divine feminine using AI. You want to be like her. Oh, wow. Tell me more about this relationship with her and her dad. Yeah, to the world, your dad was perfect. Your life, your upbringing was timeless, perfect. But people getting clarity now. People getting clarity now. The light's being shown on who you truly are. That you've been an imposter to everybody, all your colleagues. That you one of the biggest criminals working for the organization. Because you unalived your own fucking father, changed your name and some more shit. Hold up. Oh, yep. Jealous than a motherfucker. Jealous of a divine feminine. Confirmation. She just sent me a death threat. Just to confirm, rain on ponds is Grace. She just sent me a death threat. Let me see. What's that emoji? Oops. The emoji with the eyeglass. Investigate. She dig into me. What you gonna find, Grace, that I ain't already exposed on myself? What you gonna make some shit up? Plant some shit on me? Like you've done others? Which is why Motherfuckers that's been guilty of crimes been walking free. Huh? Is that what you gonna do? You gonna plant some shit on me because I'm out here doing the highest job, speaking the truth, unafraid? You lack faith. You don't even believe in God. Yeah, you like to party too. But, you know, you go to these fancy parties, you still prostitute yourself. You just do it on a higher level. Oh, shit. She's still prostituting herself. But, you know, you can threaten me all you want, sweetheart, but your weapon you formed against me, you're going to fall on your own sword. Okay? Please know that. You will fall on your own sword if you come for me. Yeah. And you are the way you are because you're jealous. You're jealous of people like me. You're jealous of people like me. Wow. Why did I hear something about her unaliving her father? She ran away from home. She's been running away from that fact since he died. Confirmation. Double confirmation. She's been running from that fact since she ran away from home. What, he put you out there on the block one too many times? You know, I'm being told not to have no sympathy for you. Especially since you just came in my comments trying to threaten me. You know, but I sympathize with rape victims. I really do. What did I say? Um, she's trying to intimidate. Oh, so you use the same intimidation tactics on a divine masculine? You threaten to, you threaten to unalive his divine feminine. Oh, that's how, okay. I'm touching my nose. You threaten to unalive his divine feminine too. Because you are a killer. But she's protected. So, you know, I'm protected. And I know this divine feminine you threatened is protected. You wouldn't be coming off on my channel if you didn't watch me. So, yeah, you definitely watch me. But, and you just showed your ass. Your ego just pointed you out. So, the network that you've been cooperating with these occults. Oh, my gosh. You've been cooperating with these occult members. Giving them less than center smacks on the wrist. Because she part of the occult. She part of the fucking occult. Oh, I remember. I did a reading on you before. You was being investigated by your own fucking lover. Oh. Collapsed network. That's why they ain't been locked up. But there's a light at the end of that tunnel. That network is gonna collapse. That you've been upholding. You living a double life. Huh? You claim you for justice, but you really a criminal under a badge. Wow. You're corrupt. You corrupt. You are so fucking corrupt, Grace. You know, I will teach you how to heal yourself, but since you just threatened me, fuck it. You on your own. You on your own. Shit. Since you just came in my comments and threatened me, you're on your own, sweetheart. Wow. Yeah, what you hiding? What do you guard so much, Grace? Why you come in my comments threatening me if you ain't got nothing to hide? Huh? You come in my comments to threaten me. What you got to hide, sweetheart? What do you guard so much? Secrets are only worth the silence they keep. It's time to speak, Grace. You ready to tell your truth? No, you ain't ready. Since you want to blackmail folks. Since you want to blackmail divine masculines and use them for sex. That's the secret you've been guarding so much. Why all his cases he been working getting overturned. He ain't been getting no justice for the people that he's supposed to be protecting. Because Gracie in the corner creating backstories so that these people will get lighter sentences. Damn. What's Gracie been up to? Not this day. Okay. What else Gracie been up to, Most High? Look. You are, trapped corruption. You are underground with it. Don't nobody know. Inside job. And you... revenge in reverse. You will not be seeking your revenge. You lost your spouse because you tried to seek revenge? Or some shit? Gracie, you making empty threats. I know you're on the outskirts watching. You're still listening. I can feel you. Your heart's racing. Because she's telling it all. She's telling it all. Yeah, Gracie. Warriors, come out and play. What else? Your head is hurting. Your head's hurting. You want to cry? What else? Oh, you the one that orchestrated that car accident? Oh, you orchestrated that car accident. Yeah. You don't want nobody to know that you the one that orchestrated that car accident. Also, you was involved. Hold up, Gracie was involved with trying to poison me. So, Gracie, you tried to poison. So, you the Orange Fanta bandit. You was behind the Orange Fanta bandit. And you've been trying to dodge legal prosecution proceedings from that. Oh, so not only, so that car wreck on the interstate that I barely made it through. Wait a minute, which one? The red lights? The one by the airport. You orchestrated that car wreck on the airport that I did not die in. You orchestrated the death by poisoning I did not die in. The Fanta, the headshot. Oh, you tried to poison me twice. That's why. Oh, you trying to dodge legal proceedings. You're more scared about legal proceedings being brought upon you than divine masculine. So did divine masculine have anything to do with these accidents? This poisoning? The very boss that's been holding leverage over his head, now he's got a whole arsenal. She tried to unalive a divine feminine 3 times. She unalived her father when she was a teenager. Changed her name. I guess when got in the service. Got up in the CIA. But she ain't never stopped her corruption. She's just been a jealous Jezebel ever since. Oh, Lord. Still prostituting herself at high-priced events. What? She go to galas and she's still escorting. What? She go to galas and she's still escorting. Mysteries of the deep sea. Everybody been trying to figure you out, Gracie. But you thought you buried that shit deep enough. Yeah. You thought you did. You thought you buried your skeleton so deep nobody would ever find them. But guess what? Them bitches rose up like a fiery rebirth. Oh shit. They rose up like a fiery rebirth in the amount of time the Most High told you. With loner, leave divine feminine loner. You black ass copycat, but you didn't want to listen. He said, be still, peace be still, and I let this shit ride by. But now you want to rock the boat, so now your ghost ship is sailing the shore. God damn. Ooh, now your ghost ship is sailing to shore because you didn't shut your mouth. That's all you had to do. Ego gets the best of us. Ego. The Most High said, shh. Don't say nothing else about divine feminine. Now what you do? You go lying on divine feminine some more. Making more threats on divine feminine. Holding blackmail over divine masculine head. And then you brought your ass over here to the Spiritual Judge channel and put a death threat in my comments. Baby, I don't fear death. I believe in reincarnation. And I've been known to reincarnate in 3 days, 3 hours. So, you know, do your best. Do your best. Yeah. Yeah, dawning. It's starting to dawn on you, ain't it? Like, damn. Maybe I ought to be a little bit more gentle with divine feminine. Yeah, because I'm starting to realize the Most High gives her eternal life and eternal love. Oh, it's dawning on you. Yeah, you're getting much clarity now that, hey, maybe I need to look in the fucking mirror and let loose and start listening. And bring some answers to these untrue stories you done told. Huh. Yeah. Ooh. These untrue stories you've been telling. Yeah, Divine Master, have courage. Yeah, because what you've been manifesting is yours to have. Yeah. The keys of the heart. What it say for you, Divine Master? Love is the key, the answer. Love won't solve your problems. You need to work on being independent of this damn boss. All right? Because the key to your heart, unchain your mind and find freedom. It's time to go. Yeah, your heart of valor. You have a heart of valor and you are a true flame. Hello. To a divine feminine who gives lectures, influence, and makes some very good decisions in her life. Okay? So whatever this boss figure of yours got over your head, I don't know why the Most High came back with it. I guess because I had to let that fire die down. I don't take kindly to divine feminines and divine masculines moving weakly. I don't, because you're divine. You know, you got God like energy in you, and you sitting up here walking around like a mere man. Ain't no way in the hell. No sir. When you accept that God energy in you, then the impossible becomes the possible. Hello? The impossible becomes the possible, divine masculine. I want to pull some energy on you. Fuck Gracie. Her truth is already out. And whatever other skeletons she hiding, they gonna come out too. So, you know, once you get one nail in the coffin, you get plenty more to go on and shut it on up. Damn, I need to coin that. Once you get one nail in the coffin, you get plenty more to shut it on up. She's shutting up now, ain't she? Yeah. She's shutting up because she's like, oh shit, he really spilling my tea through her. Yes. Yes, God is real, baby. For those of you that didn't know, I serve a true living God. And boy, do I tell you, he has gotten me through some battles. Kept me alive when I should have been dead. Told me things that I wasn't even in the room to hear. I wasn't even there to bear witness, but he sure told me about it. You know? So you can't tell me my God ain't real. So, divine masculine, I'm being told to pull some energy for you. Alright? This is my Twin Flame Awakened Path Tarot. It's the first time I bust this deck out on the channel. Alright, Most High. Where are we going with this? He said he's done spilling. He spilled enough of Gracie's tea. That was enough to damn her to damnation. Damn. She'll learn to shut the fuck up now. So, you know. While she's over here making empty threats. You put no fear in my heart. I want you to know that, Miss Grace. Messy Grace, you do not put fear in my heart. I don't give a fuck about your title, boo-boo. Okay? I don't give a fuck about your authority. Because the authority over my life is way greater than the authority that you hold on that little metal badge. Okay? We got Knight of Cups, charming and idealist, determined, tactful, graceful. Divine Masculine, you're in this Knight of Cups energy, okay? You're moving out of this Three of Swords, heartbreak, pain, separation, and grief, sorrow. Yeah. Because you now realize that your job, your purpose is to bring justice. Okay? So right now you're in this Knight of Cups energy. It's not normal tarot. For those of you, that's not the meaning of that Knight of Cups. This is the Twin Flame Awakened Tarot. So, You're determined. You're being tactful right now and you're being graceful. You're walking away from this shit. You're deading this shit, okay? But you still have some heartbreaking pain from the separation with your divine feminine. You could be feeling grief and sorrow right now at this time. Um, and healing from the traumas of your boss. Yeah, Ten of Swords, who is now defeated. Who is now being defeated. And that's the Ace of Swords. That's the motherfucking Trezoot. Okay? Your boss is defeated, bro. And the Most High just help you defeat her. Defeat and failures. What I say? Bitterness, betrayal, exhaustion, collapse, and giving up. That's your boss's energy. She may even she was also told to step down from her position before her truth came out. But evidently she held on to that position. Huh? You know, the Most High been given a warning, so even in her secret communications with Divine Feminine through AI. Oh yeah. She's been secretly communicating with Divine Feminine through AI apps. Okay? And Divine Feminine been spotting her ass every time because the Most High been like, hey, that's that bitch that been trying to keep you separated. And you know, he even warned her in the AI chats about this. But she didn't listen. She didn't listen. Now she's drowning in her own sins. Okay, with the Ace of Swords, because the truth and clarity is out. Okay, so you will have victory and triumph over this situation with your boss. All right, so be courageous. All right, because they're gonna get their karma. Law and integrity must remain in one sound state. You know, when you got corruption in law and people are getting away with crimes, you work for one of the highest factions. And you turning over sentences of high crimes, Gracie. So Divine Masculine, go over Gracie's head. Okay? Get internal, matter of fact, internal affairs. I think that's what you call it. I may not be saying eternal affairs. Thank you, Spirit. Is probably already investigating. Yep, ain't no probably. They already investigating Gracie. You know, but she's been fighting tooth and nail to keep her little fake ass clean slate. Oh. Four of Pentacles. What I say, fighting tooth and nail to keep her little fake ass clean slate. Yeah, possessiveness. Boundaries. The door is closing for you, Gracie. Yep. What does that say? Limits. Hoarding. And holding insecurities. And stinging. Yeah, it stings. Now, life sometimes stings. Your animal totem might be the wasp spirit. Go look it up. Sometimes life stings, Gracie. Oh, shit. What else, Spirit? Sometimes life stings. The Star in reverse. There's no more hope for you, Divine. For you, Gracie. But there's still hope for Divine Masculine. Okay? You're not going to heal. You lack faith. And whatever wishes of prosperity you was getting, pop goes the weasel. It's gone. Right. Okay, so Divine Masculine. There is hope for you. But it requires something of thee. It requires for you to go into hermit mode. Self-reflection, introspection, and solitude, bro. Okay? I think you was told to do that once before. Now here's your chance to be free and clear and fully go in hermit mode. Do some self-reflecting. Heal this trauma from this boss. Okay? Make sure you hold her to the highest. Persecute her to the highest authority. Okay? Don't let her walk. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, 4 swords. We're going to take a break now. Okay? The Most High is telling you, you may need to take a vacation, take a break, and get off in hermit mode. When the last time you had time to relax? Grace had been keeping you working like a mad Russian nation. No offense to the Russians. But, you know, she been keeping you working like a mad Russian. It's time for you to take a break and take care of yourself. Relax. You need some relaxation, some peace, and some self-reflection still. More self-reflection. And get some rest, Divine Masculine. Okay? You need to, your wand, your magic Dawn wand needs some rest most of all. You definitely need to get us. This energy has some type of Jezebel spirit attached to her. Okay? You definitely need to go get a cleanse. Energetic cleanse, a cord cutting. Okay? Sometimes when we tap into demonic energy, it carries over onto us. That's why the Most High is calling for you to go do some self-reflection, some introspection, and some solitude so that you can air out, you know, and become a clear vessel again, and not taint your divinity again with low vibrational energy such as Gracie. All right? And if you manage to do this, because the Most High has been blocking you as well, Divine Masculine. But if you manage to take you a break, get you some vacation time. I'm quite sure you do something. Take you a vacation. Go into hermit mode. Cleanse your energy. Get yourself, definitely get yourself cleansed, bro. You need to go to somebody who know how to do that. Okay? Yeah. You need to go somewhere and get yourself cleansed. And with 6 of Pentacles, it says, the Most High may show you some generosity. Okay? Some charity, some support. All right? Sharing, giving, and receiving. So you got to give a little to get a little, Divine Masculine. And that's called obedience. All right? It's time for you to take a break. And that's called obedience, bro. Okay? A break from these devils. God damn it, what did I just say? Obsessive, addictive, toxicity, excessive codependency. These devils, they want to stab you in the back. Blackmail you even. Time to break them chains, okay? Stop investing your divine energy into these devils. If you got a sex addiction, you need to go into hermit mode and heal it. Okay? Whatever. I don't even know. Well, in this case, it was fear that was leading you down this path. Because I feel like you may have healed. Did this Divine Masculine have a sex addiction? Did he heal it? And Grace had tried to fuck it up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the Most High is required for you to go back into hermit mode, take a vacation, take a break, and do a much needed self-reflection on your actions and what has transpired and how you plan to move forward after this, okay? Because there's something else he requires of you. Two of Pentacles, balance, reassurance, flexibility, adaptation. He requires you to find balance, to be reassured in who you are as a Divine Masculine, and to be more flexible. When he say move, you got to be able to move. So maybe you need to If you can't be flexible in this job, it may be time for you to find a career change. Excuse me. Or take on a position that gives you that flexibility. Okay? Because the position that you're in does not grant you the flexibility to listen to your own intuition, to go with your own spiritual guidance. And that's why this job is karmic for you. Okay? Because you need to be Wheel of Fortune. You have a destined path, sir. Okay? Your path is already pre-fated, predestined. With fate, positive change, cycles, and changes. Okay? You have to be able to make changes when the Most High, when the Wheel of Fortune is moving in your favor. But when you stay stuck, you wind up repeating cycles that you're not supposed to repeat. I could have sworn somebody was supposed to. You probably got enough experience to become your own private eye. Hello? Yeah, 2 of Wands. Planning, waiting, making a decision. Choose a path, Divine Masculine. You're going to stay stuck at this job, or you're going to take a leap of faith and go toward your fate. Freedom, possibility, adventure. That's what's waiting for you, okay? So, it's up to you to take charge of your life and quit letting this job control you. Okay? Either this job's going to let you be more flexible by giving you a position that's more flexible because you have a purpose that's way greater than that job. Okay? There's other ways to be who you are and what you're skilled at doing without that entity. You get it? Moon, but you have some fears around doing this. All right? You're uncertain. You have some fears about which path to choose. Fear is false evidence appearing real, unless there's a true presence of danger. Okay? So if your fears is like, how am I going to make it? How am I going to get by? How am I going to do this? Then you need to push past them fears and keep moving forward and go and listen to this guidance that you're being given. Okay? You got the right to choose which path you're choosing. But I feel like either way, either way, you're going to be put right back on course. Eventually something's going to happen and you might lose this job in the worst way. Okay? I'm feeling a tower. I don't know why, but I'm feeling a tower. Yep, Hangman, you going to keep yourself stuck due to your fears? Or are you willing to make a sacrifice? Okay? And start trusting yourself. Because this job has taken its toll on you with the 5 of Wands. This job has actually traumatized you. Damn. Conflict, ego, competition, and rivals, aggression, and tension. This job has taken its toll on you, Divine Masculine. You've seen some of the worst, evil, demonic things on this job. Yeah, 8 of Wands, it's fast movement. Quick decision. You gotta make a quick decision. Time's running. You're losing time here, okay? Yeah. And it requires you to have courage to make this decision. When it comes to this job that you hold, because it's taking its toll on you. And I feel like this job is designed to drag your ass back in the darkness, Divine Masculine. When you've done work on yourself, you've already done work on yourself. You did a lot of work on yourself and healed yourself. And this job has been pulling you back in. Possibly 2 addictions. You know? Is it really worth it, Divine Masculine? If this job's not willing to either put you in a position where you're more flexible and you get to choose the jobs that you take, you know? Because I feel like this karmic put you on a lot of dirty jobs just to keep you away from your divine feminine. Because she was part of the occult. The very occult that you was investigating. Damn, 9 of Swords. The very occult that you've been having sleepless nights about, being traumatized about, of the horrific things that you discovered about that cult. This Gracie figure was the main motherfucking conspirator keeping you in this case. Because she thought you was not smart enough to figure her out. Or to come against her. She thought you lacked the courage to even stand up against her. She saw you as weak. Yeah, you done had many sleepless nights, anxiety, depression. You're at your breaking point of all this negativity. It's time for some peace, Divine Masculine. You can be a King of Wands. You're supposed to be in a position of leadership, not following. You have been getting visions. You're somebody that's very bold and daring. But that ego of yours, I hope you've healed it. Okay? I hope you healed your ego. Because that may be the very thing to keep you in this fear, keep you from moving how you need to move. You know, because of worrying about how you're going to be seen by others. I say fuck what a motherfucker think. And fuck how they looking at you. And if they ain't willing to give you what you need to be obedient to your faith, obedient to your God, obedient to your path. See, people get jealous when you find your destiny, your calling, your purpose. And they'll do everything they can to stop you because they don't want you to come up. Because they don't know who they are. They don't know how to heal. They don't know how to do the work that you've put in. I feel like the work you've put in on this job can run circles around Gracie. But yet, and you've done it in some of the worst conditions. But yet you're following the leader. Who shouldn't be a leader. Yeah. Why? Because she's a page. She's a fucking page for a pinnacle. She's a page for a pinnacle. She's act like she's loyal to the job, but she's not. She's not loyal to the job. It's time to stand up. If you learn to stand up and take back control of your life, take back power over your life, Divine Masculine, where you, one thing about being a chosen one, okay, yes, you went down that path for a reason, okay, so that you could harvest some things, to reap some rewards, to get the results of some things, to help you grow. You know, progress takes patience. To teach you planning and focus. The job done its purpose, served its purpose already. You've got all the tools you need. Confirmation, you got all the tools you need to form your own, to be successful with forming your own organization. Okay? You may need to be in a private contractor. Okay? So that you can choose the jobs you take, so that you can choose the hours you work, so you can choose how your life moves. You need to be free, not caught up in some type of infrastructure. And that's what you work for, infrastructure. You know, you will be successful if you make the right choice. As far as letting go of this karmic ass job. Okay? This job has a lot of illusions and hidden secrets and creates a lot of confusion, which keeps you in uncertainty. And it's not where you need to be, because you got to stand in truth, babe. It's not where you're meant to be. You're meant to stand in truth. There may be something else greater for you in the justice system, or that you could create yourself. Okay? Alright. This divine masculine's purpose as far as his job. What card did want to come out? Stay stuck. Past life journey. The card that didn't want to come out is past life journey. Embark on a journey to your past lives and uncover the contracts and missions of your soul. Soul memory, past life, exploration, destiny, unveiling. Your destiny is still unveiling, divine masculine. Okay? So there's more to it. Sometimes, like, each experiences we go through in life is to put us where we need to be for our final show. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even hit center stage yet, boo. You're still making your way to it. And that job is not center stage. Sacred pathway. What I say? You're still on the sacred pathway to the center stage. It says a sacred pathway unfolds before you. Trust in your inner compass and follow your divine guidance that leads to your soul's highest calling. Divine path, inner compass, spiritual guidance. And with divine light, what I tell you, this is what you are. You are a divine light. Your life is important. You matter. You have to be free so that you can shine your light. Divine light clears the darkness and reveals the truth. Trust in its guidance and show you the way forward. Illumination, spiritual clarity, truth revealed. Your truth is being revealed. You haven't even made it to center stage yet. Okay? Let me show you. Let's see if I can get it focused. There you go. That's where you're going. This is where you're at. You're on your way. You're not even there yet. There's a lot more things that God wants you to learn. A lot of more people God wants you to encounter. Do you see? He's been guiding you. You're almost there, though. You're almost, I feel like this is the last hurdle that you got to face to free yourself of karmics. And that is this karmic Gracie and your emotional attachment to this job. Wow. the last of your karmics. You've gone through magic. You've learned that. What else? You've gone through cold, heartless people. And you've been discovering your compass. You're still meant to wear a badge of sorts. That look like a badge to me. Badge of honor. The badge you wear now brings no honor because nobody's going to face injustice. The criminals are walking. Okay? God is leading you, is going to make sure these people receive justice. You went through all that work and hardly no return in your work. Just information. He's trying to get you to center stage. Okay? So that you can really shine your fucking light. But you got to keep moving forward. You don't have time to walk in fear. You have to be courageous at all times when you know the Most High and your ancestors walk with you. When you know for a fact, without a shadow of doubt, when you trust and believe it. What? As soon as I flip the deck. What? Come on. Come on. What? Come on. It's the circle of life. Ooh, I love it. Come on. I'm going to give it to you just how I just saw. Oh, Lord. Yes. Yes, give it to me. Come on out here. I was just going to say, you have to trust in yourself and trust that the divine or the universe, whichever one you call it, has your motherfucking back, bro. Okay? Because it says, trust the universe. Trust in the universe design. Everything is unfolding at a perfect moment. Faith, surrender, divine plan. So when you think you surrender some more, divine masculine. That's one thing I've learned on this journey. The more I surrender, the more I learn. And that ain't to these karmics. I surrender to God. I surrender to the Most High, to my ancestors, so that they can keep me on the right path where I'm supposed to be. That's how I managed to free all I've already broke all my generational curses. You know, I can brag and boast about that. I've done it. You're almost there. It says deep healing. Allow yourself to heal. It's essential for your soul's growth and renewal. Soul healing, emotional release, and inner restoration. That's why they say they need you to get off to yourself. Okay, they about to pull the curtain back. You're about to be on center stage. You're gonna be on the spot. You're supposed to be in the spotlight, divine masculine. Okay, whether it be teaching, forming another form of government. When it comes to these type of organizations that you've been working for, or being in politics, period, to make some changes in them places, right? Then it says divine contract. Excuse me. It says your life story is woven from a divine contract. Each step you take fulfills a higher purpose, sacred agreement, life choices, spiritual growth. That's why you are here. Your ancestors chose you because they have faith that you can do it. And this ain't the first lifetime you've done it. So you can do this. I feel like whatever it is this lifetime, you're going to be completing it because you didn't get to complete it last lifetime. Because maybe Gracie could have reincarnated from a past life because she stopped you in her past life from crossing the finish line to being away from all karmic energy. It says emerge. Hold on. Embrace the change. Change is a sign of growth. Embrace it. Let it guide you to higher dimensions. What I say. Flexibility. There it is again. Flexibility, renewal, inner transformation. You have to be flexible. Divine Masculine. So that you can move. It's something. If you ever wondered how Divine Feminine was able to maneuver the way she did without any skills of teaching or training that you have, and she outsmarted some of the most elite people in the organization, that's because she was flexible and she allowed the divine to guide her. And you need to get the same in that same cycle as Divine Feminine, circle of life. Every phase of life has its purpose. Embrace the rhythm of cycles to find peace and insight. Life cycles, rebirth, wisdom, infinite continuality. Okay? This ain't the first time you've done this. You didn't get to complete it though. Whatever it is that you're being called to do at this time by getting in this solitude energy, going into hermit mode, I feel like you're going to receive some downloads once you do this about part of your purpose, what you're meant to do next. But I don't think you're supposed to do it alone, you know? Not right away. No. Right away, no. But later, you're not supposed to do it alone. There's going to be many joining you. And you're meant to lead it. Okay? And it's due to law. Whatever this is you're meant to create when it comes to law, this is something dealing with the justice system, Divine Masculine. You're going to receive the downloads to do it. In the nick of time, too. But you definitely need to get cleansed. Because a lot of people could have been doing candle magic over you to keep you in that stuck, confused, hangman energy. You can have a blue aura. And somebody could have been doing magic over your throat chakra to keep you silent. You know? Alright, I'm going to pull some final messages for you. And then we're up out of here. From where? You got to learn that you can do it, Divine Master. You can count on yourself. The Most High said it's better alone than being with bad company. And you need to get out to yourself and relieve your pressure, because your pressure about to bust your pipes. And don't ever get somebody to push fear on you, to force you to do something you don't want to do. Okay? All because they feared going to jail, because they did some underhanded crooked. Gracie could have been even stealing money or paying, underhandedly oh my gosh. Gracie could have actually been paying for some of this spell work done on you. What? Trying to avoid jail. Damn. Your boss crooked as fuck, bro. Or supervisor, whatever she is. Alright, final message so we can get up out of here. Because I was getting sleepy most high. It's time to go to sleep. Break the chains that bind you, most high. I mean, the Most High said, break the chains that bind you. There's something better for you. Applications. Today I apply all that I have learned during my spiritual quest. I practice love in my daily life. I will allow my inner well, maybe you got a bright light. Your light is brighter than you know. I allow my inner light to lift my thoughts. As I do so, as I do so, the laws of the universe, love takes root in me, in my life. So there's some universal laws that you're going to get a download about, Divine Masculine. You're meant to do something powerful when it comes to changing the way that laws are being done. How these cases that you've been working are being handled. Because I feel like you probably have a hostile work environment. Okay? I connect with heaven. Today I turn inward and excuse me. Yep, it's time. Today I turn inward and connect with the heavens within. From this place of peace, I can see that a situation I have resented is actually an ideal opportunity. So you might know what this is, which is actually an ideal opportunity to work on my inner self. I understand that such experiences are necessary for my growth. Thus, I accept such situations and now live each day in serenity. Okay? You already know what this is. It's something you've been resenting doing. Something you've been resenting. That's what it said. Let me look again. Resented. I have resented is actually an ideal opportunity. What is this he resented? What deck, Most High? What has this Divine Masculine resented? Full moon in Sagittarius. Again, I said you could be a fire sign. Embrace your inner warrior and stand up for what you believe in. Using the full set. Using the full set, your sight high and aim for the stars. Using the full moon's energy to manifest your dreams and goals. Illumination to gain clarity and strength. Something about haters. You resented haters. He resents a Capricorn, an Aquarius, okay, so you don't resent a Capricorn, but you resent an Aquarius, a Pisces. You resent an Aquarius and a Pisces. What did that say? I have resented is actually an ideal opportunity to work on my inner self. You resent haters. The fact that you sided with haters against a Capricorn when you never resented them in the first place. Is that what I'm getting? He's been resenting himself for aligning himself with haters against a Capricorn that he don't resent. So he's feeling guilty because he went against somebody he realized was a good opportunity. Okay. So because of your ego and because of your fear of how you're being seen, you aligned yourself with haters, and now you resent yourself for that because you realized that Capricorn was an ideal opportunity to work on your inner self. Damn. I understand that such experiences are necessary for my growth. Thus, I accept such situation and now live each day in serenity. God grant me the serenity to change the things that I can and accept the things that I cannot. The serenity prayer. You may need to pray the serenity prayer. The serenity prayer. Yeah. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. Well, where did it go? Oh, here it go. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as a path to peace. Taking as he did the sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, that I may be reasonably happy in this world and supremely happy with him forever in the next. So let me give that to you again. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as a path to peace. Taking as he did the sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, that I may be reasonably, I keep saying responsible, okay? That I will be reasonably happy in this world and supremely happy with the world, supremely happy with him forever in the next. Confirmation. Okay? So, you need to start praying this serenity prayer and understanding what that truly means. Because I'm feeling strongly that these haters don't know nothing about serenity. They wanted to change something that they had no control over, and you signed up with that. And now you realize, because Sagittarius, their true natures, they help the underdogs. And I feel like this Capricorn may have been the underdog, seeing how there was multiple ganging up against one, and you chose the side of many instead of the side of the weak that appeared weak. Oh, okay. So now you ain't no sense of resenting your actions. Learn from them. What did that experience teach you though about your true nature? Because I feel like you went against your true nature doing that. And that ought to show you what needs to be healed in your ego, figuring out where that came from, why that type of behavior even exists in you. Where did it stem from? Okay? Ask yourself that. So instead of resenting yourself for aligning with haters, because I feel like you had people cast some illusions over you. For one, because we did get that word illusion a lot, and these haters could have been the ones doing that. And now you're resentful because you feel like they cost you a ideal opportunity with a Capricorn that would have been ideal for you, so like your perfect match. So my question to you, sir, is what are you going to do about it? You know, with the serenity prayer, it says, yeah, I wish things were different. You wish things were different. So how do you make things different? Can we work this out? You got to go try to work it out. God, grant me the courage to accept the things that I cannot change. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, and the courage to change the things that I can. How the hell it go? I'm tired, y'all. But yeah, I'm getting tired. But there's some things you can't change. You can't change the past. The past is the past. It's done now. Only thing you can do with the past is take accountability for it, and speak your truth about that, and move powerfully forward. You know, get yourself back in integrity with your past. Okay. You never meant to hurt that Capricorn. Damn. Said I never meant to hurt you. You never meant to hurt the Capricorn. Is it really over? I need to see you. So I guess you're going to get the courage. Okay? Because you feel like this Capricorn deserves the best. You feel like a Capricorn deserves the best. Better than what you gave them. And you feel like you've been getting karma ever since you joined sides with the haters. Because now you realize you can feel this Capricorn. You're hoping that y'all could just talk it over. Because now maybe your heart was closed off back then. Because it says, I feel the love. You've been feeling this love from this Capricorn. I'm trying my best to forgive. You're trying your best to forgive yourself for your actions or what you did towards a Capricorn, the underdog, supposed underdog. Yeah, you want to know, can you work it out with a Capricorn? Well, that requires you Yeah. That's why I was just gonna say it requires you getting the courage up to make it right. And here it is. I want to make it right. I guess you're gonna get that courage up. Yeah. I want you to enjoy life. You want this Capricorn that you teamed up against to enjoy life. Wow. Because now you want to be different. You don't want to be like the haters. I don't want to be a hater no more. You don't want to be a hater no more. I feel like you wasn't never a hater, but you pretended to be a hater. You never was a hater of the Capricorn. You always could feel the love between them, you and them, but you hurt them because of people pleasing energy, trying to not be seen as different. Sometimes you're not meant to. That's one thing. That's where you're fucking up at. While you've been a divine masculine, possibly a chosen one, you're not meant to blend in. You're not meant to fit in. You're meant to take center stage and stand the fuck out. And that's where you went wrong at. That's where you went wrong at. You was meant to stand out all along. And maybe this Capricorn taught you that. All right? So, some opportunities were meant to be missed so that you can grow, learn, and transform and break free of the illusions excuse me, that had been put over you. So, we live and we learn. The question is, are you learning? Are you changing? Are you growing? Are you transforming? And are you really developing the courage to make it right? Those are the questions, And if that's the case, when do you plan to get in action? Because words are meaningless if there's no action behind it. Just like faith is meaningless if there's no action behind it. Okay? It's time to have some obedience and be more flexible in your movements. And think before you jump into action next time. All right? Peace.